So we are a little over 2 weeks into 2026. And towards the end of last year, of course, I wrote out the things I want to accomplish. I was being very intentional, journaling and praying, meditating on, the type of person I want to be, the things I want to accomplish, the type of life I want to live this year. And because I have so many creative ideas and business ideas that I've been sitting on for damn near a decade now. And I keep telling myself I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I never do it. So it's like going into this year, it's like I turned 33 at the end of the year. And I just kind of got tired of my own crap. I got tired of just all these broken promises to myself and just spinning my wheels, basically being in this rat race, working dead end jobs, pretty much being in survival mode. And so, to make a long story short, after I set the intention to pretty much take a leap of faith and to go all in with my creative endeavors and my business ideas, and to not have to depend on a traditional 9 to 5 job, whether I'm making an hourly wage or a fixed salary. I decided myself I'm so tired of that, right? And so within 2 weeks of the new year, I lost my job, my main job. Long story. I don't even want to go into details about that, but me and my manager didn't get along at all. We but constantly butt heads. It was constantly a power struggle. I know that was inevitable. So I lost that job. I had another part-time job that the company pretty much was shutting down. So the end of January, that's shutting down. So I'll completely be unemployed, right? And then my first thought was to go in panic mode. Right off the rip, I was thinking like, fuck, like what I'm gonna do. I've been here before. I'm kind of traumatized. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be jobless. I don't want to do meaningless tasks or jobs that I know I'm overqualified for just to have money coming in to pay bills. And then I had to, kind of sit back, meditate on it, pray on it, journal. And I realized like, no, this is kind of like the the beginning of what I've been asking for, what I've been praying for. Like you have to let the old version of you die. And with that is like old belief systems, old ways of doing things. Sometimes people will drop out of your life and you just start shedding so many old layers. And me being dependent on a job was one of those layers, because like literally right before I got the confirmation that I was fired, I started my LLC. And I created the business, and I had already made this YouTube channel, and I was already working on a book, and I created a website. And I just told myself, I was like, I've been saying I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that for years and never execute. And while I was meditating, while I was praying, and while I was journaling, I wrote that I no longer want to be a dreamer in survival mode. I want to be a doer in creation mode. Because it's like we get so caught up in the idea of things, like just dreaming all day, like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I'm good at this. Whether it's drawing, whether it's writing, poetry, making music, whatever it is, it's like we will do a little bit, just enough to say that, oh, this is what I do, this is what I am, and just enough to get confirmation from our friends and family. But it's very rare for people to actually expose themselves, put themselves out there like wholehearted. I'm not gonna hide behind anything. Just like, this is it. And whether it gets criticized and nailed to the cross, or whether it get praised and goes viral or whatever, put it out there. Shoot your shot. And I just realized, you know what? Like, yes, sometimes when you're entering a new phase in life, sometimes it gets harder before it gets better. Sometimes it feels like you're failing and things are falling apart, but it's actually coming together. And I just had to have that realization. And I've had these moments, these pivotal moments, multiple times in my life where I'm about to enter a new phase, and I feel like it's a test. And so you can like go in panic mode and do things the way you've always done them, and then end up getting the same results. And you just start back over from scratch. So I could be like, oh damn, I'm losing my job. Apply for all these jobs and neglect all the things that I want to do for myself, or that can actually 10 times any salary. Or I can get to a point where let's say I put this book out and it does well, and I make in a month what I make in the whole year. That happens. That happens to people all the time. Why not me? I feel like I've been rambling long enough, but yeah, the theme that I'm, like going to keep in the forefront of my mind all year, and honestly for the rest of my life, is to not be a dreamer stuck in survival mode. I want to be a doer in creation mode. That's it. I want to wake up, and I can wake up at any time I want. I can go where I want. I can do what I want, and I make my own rules. But yeah, this is me declaring that to the world, and first and foremost to myself as well. The Miles method is for me, and I hope that it can inspire other people that may be going through similar things, or wanting to, I don't even want to say content create, but just try something new or whatever. Like, take that leap of faith, man. It could go wrong and it could go right,